There we go. Welcome everyone. Welcome back to my office. It is I, Yvette, and I hope you're ready for some more crime solving and mystery solving. Because today we continue with LAYTON Brothers Mystery Room. And to say that I am beyond excited for this would be quite the understatement, honestly. It's been pretty nice to come back to the LAYTON series for sure. Oh, I see some friends already in chat. Hello, welcome. I see Cerbal. I see you there, Talia. Always a pleasure to have you here. How is everybody been doing today on this fine Thursday? Or as Max like to call it, Friday Eve, which is not what this day is called in the slightest, but is also not inaccurate. Hello XP, I see you there. Hello Mist. Hello Kulin as well. Everybody in chat. I hope you're all doing amazing. Because today, we continue our journey through the cases that Mr. Afondi Layton is gonna be solving. It's already Friday here. Interesting. It is always interesting to see how time affects different time zones. Especially in situations like, you say, different holidays, say Christmas, New Year's. And that's how we get jokes like see you next year and that kind of thing. It's Friday here too. Well, don't tell Max because she will move to your location to have an early Friday. And for the sake of your fridge and your well-being, I would advise against that. I was watching We Bear Bears and then I saw you were streaming. Well, I have been compared to the Ice Bear quite a lot, considering I'm the one that has to hold everyone together as the older sister of the three. I do enjoy that cartoon a lot, so I hope you were enjoying it. We have a holiday next Monday. I wonder what kind of holiday would that be? But we're gonna jump right into our first 3-star case. It's called the DJ Swan Song. See, I was thinking fun for a fairly obvious reason. Yeah, perhaps, but since you sound more like your age. Whatever do you mean by that, friend Serval? Excuse me? It's fine. I would let it pass. But if you're wondering about it, but if the microphone sounds any different at all, it's because we've been upgraded, and it's quite marvelous. This is how I always sounded like. Just the technology was just limited, I guess. Welcome to the stream, CJ. I see you there. I see you. You sound great, Eve. Thank you so much, Talia. Much appreciated. This is how I always sounded. Anyway. We got a very special guest in the studio today, people. It's the drop-dead gorgeous Miss Dolly Holiday. Thanks to this is their. I'm gonna assume this is their radio. Thanks, Dwight, darling. It's really terrific to see the show. Here, I got some. Got you something. They're ever so tasty. Wow, thanks, Dolly. It seems our characters are listening to the radio right now. I didn't think this sort of radio were your cup of tea, Prof. You don't like this, do you? You're not a fan of radio, Lucy? Oh, I got nothing against a catchy tune and some good banter, but this rubbish? No, not for me. There's someone about the way that presents talks. I don't know what it is, it's just smarmy. I tell you, whenever he has a laugh on the show as a guest, he talks totally different. So it's that kind of show, unfortunately. I actually been in a talk show before and in a couple podcasts before of people wanting to interview me for my crime solving efforts. It's not something that I seek, but hey, I always welcome an opportunity to educate the people. It sounds rather you're a regular listening. That sounds like a fax coming in already. So our first request this morning is from Miss Angel O'Death. What an incriminating name if I ever seen one. I'll be the death of you? Wow, sounds like someone wants to turn DJ Died Dread into DJ Dried Death. Don't you go dying on me, Dwight. I'd never live it down. Well, if I am about to sign off for the last time ever, allow me to try one of your mouth-watering offerings first. Oh. You know, usually you don't want to tempt fate like this. You could be jinsing it without even realizing it. And destiny can be a cruel mistress. That hit the spot. Oh. Hey, what's going on? Dwight, are you alright? Let's get into break. Come on, quickly. Destiny acts pretty fast sometimes, huh? Radio Zoom. The Grand Fire Sale is now on. No store has more for less, so get down to the Days Bridge today. A person just died on the radio and we're immediately jumping into advertisements. Talk about a tonal shift. What's happening, Prof? Well, it's some sort of practical joke. It's certainly very convincing. We got a new case, boys and girls. A number just went down on the airwaves. What's up, Sniffer? Didn't you have your lungs to the wireless just now? That's where the action is. Are we talking about the radio presenter who sounded like they just collapsed just now? What else? I say this stiff's cold already. Yeah, we definitely just heard someone dying then. So, it weren't just part of the show then? Not in my book. It's a robot job. My computer radar was beeping like a car alarm the second it went down. Whatever you say, Sniffer. Hey, I'm telling you, Lil B on the blower asking you to do the snooping in a second now. You might be right. You will be right. If it turns out I'm on the mark, you guys will rapid pause for us, right? We'll do our best. Bearing the whole incident being a practical joke, of course. You won't believe this! We've been that flooded with calls from anxious listeners of that show. Maybe there's someone in it after all. Time for action, snoopers. I'm gonna make like a slug and shoot over there and see what the score is. Excellent. You slug on over there, Sniffer. I'll get my report back to the clubhouse ASAP. Then it'll be up to you two to bring up the hoots. I can't believe it really were a murder, can you, Prof? It would be pretty easy to assume that the person giving that food to the host was the murderer, but it's usually not that straightforward when it comes to cases like this, as we've seen plenty of times, especially in this game as well. We don't know anything for sure yet, Lucy, but the signs are compelling. Sniffer's rarely wrong. Hey, he's a revelation, alright? That one. Indeed. Though he has a tendency to get ahead of himself. I never thought I'd witness somewhat... No, let me rephrase. I'd hear someone like it with my own ears. It happened in the radio studio. They were broadcasting to the whole country when the DJ had a funny turn. There were 5 suspects, one of whom we've hadn't identified. But despite the lack of information, we began investigating. All we knew for certain was what... No, I've done it again. What we heard with our own ears. The DJ Swan song. Sniffer sent his report over. Oh. It seems like someone snuck in my office. Hello, Rez. Are you by any chance talking? Because I can't... Hold on. Allow me to... Try again.
Hello? Hi.
There you go.
Hi. Okay.
Welcome to the office.
Hi. Yeah, I used one of my many magic spells to teleport in here unnoticed. Unfortunately, it also gave me a stomach ache, because sometimes my spells do that.
Magic, you say, huh? Yeah. I've dealt with cases that seem like magic at first hand, but usually just tricks. There's more logic to them than it seems. So, the trick of how you snuck into my office, it's something that I will have to solve at a later date.
Good luck, because I leave no trace.
Hamburger.
A hamburger?
Is that you, Serval?
Yes, the hamburger is the sound to say I'm here.
Well, welcome to the office, you two. I hope you're doing well. And Nanaki's in chat as well. Interesting.
Hi, Nanaki.
It sounds like everyone just arrived to witness my problem-solving skills, of course. Without further ado, let's proceed.
Well, I've been with Max, I've been with Colette, so I wanted to be here with my fellow yellow friend. So why not?
Huh. You are pretty similar in color scheme to yours truly.
You know,
yellows stay united. This is also kind of yellow.
It is.
Yeah, I'm a yellow cow. Yeah.
You are.
You know what they... you know what we should start calling you? We should start calling you Mellow Yellow.
Why is that?
Well, because you're the most mellow, and you're yellow.
I guess so, but I do have a name, my friend.
Oh, well, I mean, I know that, but it's just a little Nicholas name.
It's not a bad nickname. It's better than the people I put behind bars have called me. That's for sure.
Oh. I'm sure those are a lot more colorful.
Indeed. Without further ado, feel free to take a seat and we'll proceed with the case, if that's okay.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Rez.
Hi.
Would you be okay with continuing your role as Lucy? If you choose to
Sure. Love to.
Okay, as for you, Serval.
Yes.
Welcome to the stream.
Thank you.
Is this your first time in my office?
I believe it is.
Well, make yourself at home. Oh, Mario, I see you there in chat. I hear you went somewhere special this Tuesday, Yvette. Wouldn't you like to know?
Ooh. Get all sassy.
Well, let's just say it was pretty fun. Something outside of my comfort zone, but extremely entertaining for sure. There you go. Get closer, Serval. There you go. Take a seat.
Hi, Serval.
Hi.
Okay, let's proceed. Oh, I love you too, Nanaki. Much love to you, girl. Hopefully the day has been treating you well. And that goes for everybody in here, truly. Sniffer sent his report over. The radio presenter is indeed dead.
Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. Oh, boy, heck. So we're all for real then. I'm surprised it took so long to confirm it.
The broadcast was at rush hour, unfortunately. The police had some difficulties getting to the scene. Investigations are ongoing, but I'll tell you what we know thus far.
I'm all ears, Prof. As ever.
The incident took place inside the recording studio of a national radio station. The presenter of the show that was airing at the time goes by the name Dwight Dredd. Two people were in the studio from the outside, the show's producer and the sound man. Just before going on air, a tea lady from the radio station cafeteria came into the studio with some drinks.
But she didn't linger, eh? She left the drinks. She left after she dropped off the drinks.
After that, Dredd, the presenter, came into the studio along with a young singer and her manager.
Oh, they a little curvy.
Pretty lady.
So now we're talking about what they actually went on air then.
As soon as the show started, the guest singer gave the presenter a gift of the confectionery.
I am more than a bit curious about what there was in that gift.
But before Dredd had a chance to sample the offering, something came into the studio's fax machine. It had a handwritten note that read, "I'll be the death of you."
This sends shiver down your spine, doesn't it?
Believed the fax that be some sort of joke, Dredd continued with the show.
Would you? Well, you would, wouldn't you?
However, no sooner than Dredd put one of his guest treats into his mouth, that he started to have difficulty breathing and collapsed on the floor. Understandably worried, the director called for the transmission break. He then sent the sound man to call for an emergency services. About 20 minutes later, the police and an ambulance crew arrived at the scene almost simultaneously. However, Dredd was already dead.
Damn.
20 minutes? That's on account of the rush hour traffic you mentioned there.
Yes, the radio station is really central at rush hour. That's how long you expect it to take.
Oh, that's too long, that is. Poor bloke.
And that really is all we know about the course of events at this point in time. So let's think about our suspects.
Aye, who have we got?
How's everyone tonight? I am doing quite well, all things considered, despite how busy I've been these last couple of days, dealing with my usual cases, my teaching job, the library, just in general, and solving the case of our unwanted red stranger. Well,
yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
What's up with her, by the way?
Just in general, many things to take care of as usual for me. Unfortunately, I do not have the luxury of taking vacations. But I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream, Megasaurus. There are 5 of them, the suspects. First, the youngest of the show, singer Dolly Holiday. It was her gift that Dredd put into his mouth just a moment before he began to struggle to breathe.
Oh, it's more than a little fish if you ask me. My money's on that, lass.
Second is Holiday's manager, Melody Smith. Apparently she was an old friend of the deceased.
Oh, aye? Just a coincidence, don't you think?
Third, the director of the show, Mike de Bonaire. There's nothing obviously suspicious about his involvement, though his relationship with Dredd was stormy. Longtime partner of Dredd's and creator and director of his show, an affable man but known to have a quarrel with the victim over money matters.
It's all about that money.
It seems to be the case, but we'll see. Right now, my main suspicions are on him. But if this holds any water, well, remains to be seen.
Which would give him a good motive, eh?
Fourth, the sound man. Mr. Rundle Man. Huh. What? Everybody, does this character resemble anyone that you know, perhaps?
Oh my god, he does.
Hmm.
I'm not seeing it.
Just a little bit. He looks like a human version of Chris from the Goodbye Volcano High fan animation audition.
Oh my god, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he kind of.
If the hair was spiked back, that would literally just be them.
That would be just Chris, yes. He was the one who went to call the ambulance, which does put him under a certain amount of suspicion.
Oh, it is really hard to believe the emergency services could have taken that long to get there.
And finally, there's the tea lady from the cafeteria who brought the drinks. She appears to be missing. No one has seen or heard of her since she delivered the drinks to the studio.
You what, Prof? Well, that's it then, surely. She's the killer, and she's Donna Runner.
Certainly not an unlikely hypothesis. However, we don't know enough about her yet. We need to see what our inquiries turn up on her first.
I don't know. It's too fishy for my liking.
So, those are the suspects. We certainly don't have much to go on at this stage. But what's your hunch? Who do you think did it?
I see. You're going to make me have a stab at it, even though you admit you don't have enough info yet.
Of course. Aren't I always telling you how important it is to pay attention to your intuition? So let's hear it. Then we'll get down to the real detective work. I want to investigate the scene of the crime, obviously. Gut feeling is important, but I also want to see the scene itself. Okay, let's examine the scene of the crime then. Here we go. I'll give you 5 minutes. Will that do?
Alright, no probs.
Okay. Let's begin the investigation, shall we?
Here we go.
Here we go. Well, let's start with the corpse itself. A wig? The wig worn by the victim. It's a cheap pin-on type and easily dislodged. However, the thick and heavy dreadlocks don't look like a wig at all. A handkerchief. A very brightly colored yellow handkerchief. Written on it is Dread's writing in the phrase, "Well, surprised?" What about the corpse itself? The body of DJ Dread. Cause of death, poisoning. The powerful neurotoxin would have induced death in seconds. There are no signs of external injury. Whoever did this had access to those kinds of poisons. With how lethal it is, it had to be something very specific. What about the broken cup? The teacup Dread was meant to be drinking from broke into pieces upon impact with the floor. Only Dread's fingerprints were lifted off the porcelain. The spilled tea. Well, you can tell we're gonna have plenty of this in this case.
That was good.
Thank you. The chair that Dread was sitting in during the last show, it toppled as Dread fell off it. What about the other tea? The microphone. The microphone needs to capture the sounds inside the studio. It's mounted on a flexible arm and it's easy to move close to whoever's talking at the time. It kinda looks like the microphone I am using right now, actually. It's mounted in a similar way. The tea that the Holiday was drinking, it's heavily sweetened with sugar. No traces of any kind of poison have been found on it. So, this was a targeted attack. Clearly.
It doesn't look like the tea was drank from either.
Yeah. What about right here? The dividing glass. A small window making it possible to see what's happening in the recording studio. It's a single pane of glass that cannot be opened or closed. Director's mic. A microphone for use of the director when he wants to tell the DJ something. It doesn't appear to have had much use. Option for controlling audio levels and playing tracks in an excellent state of repair. What about the door here? Another director's mic? The door itself... No immediate signs of tampering of any kind so far.
So it's got me very curious, actually.
Yeah. Macarons. So this is what did it. No traces of person were found in the one having returned. Okay. A colorful collection of macarons from a popular confectioner. No traces of poison. And the request sheath. A song requested faxed in from a listener. It reads, "I'll be the death of you" in handwritten script and signed Angel of Death. I do. I thought this is related to the case, but it's important to check everything. Just in case.
As they always say, find good stuff in the couch cushions.
Okay. Nothing of value around here. What about the fax machine itself? The window? A soundproof window that looks straight out of the neighboring building. Only a grimy, grey wall is visible. On the day in question, the window was locked. And the fax machine where they got the message from. A rare antiquated fax machine that can be heard operating during the radio broadcast from the studio. So, with everything that we've seen so far, good. Let's hear who the bigger finger of guilt is pointing at. If I had to guess, Panda Cute and Panda Pals, hope you're having a nice day. You too, Warbird. I hope that the week has been treating you well thus far. If I had to guess right now, based on the information that we had thus far, Many thanks, Warbird.
Thanks for the water ring.
It is important to hydrate. How about Mike? Interesting. Why?
Because he had a motive, of course. What else?
Indeed. Why else?
There's nothing else.
I thought that you developed a certain professionalism since joining me in the mystery room. But I fear I've been deluding myself.
Hey, be fair, Prof.
You can't pin a crime on a suspect just because they happen to have a fitting motive. What you need, of course, is evidence. That's why I believe the culprit to be Dolly, huh?
Oh, give over. You really think she did it, did you?
Oh yes, let's see. 43%, that is the lowest. That is the lowest percentage we've seen from Alphonse LAYTON.
Oh, no.
It's a tricky one. That's rubbish! You give me all this stuff about professionalism and whatnot, only to come up with that?
Yes, well, there are simply too many pieces of the puzzle missing at this stage.
That's not much of a number to go on, is it? It doesn't exactly inspire confidence, Prof.
No, it's a fairly weak conjecture, but it's still there are a number of questions I like to ask Miss Holiday. After all, she was right next to the Dread when he collapsed.
Oh, I see. That's it, is it? Right, well, I suppose I go and see if I can get in touch with...
Hmm? And there she is. Hey, is this the mystery room or what?
Miss Holiday! What are you doing here?
Well, remember how we said that one of the characters looked kinda like Chris? She kinda has blues hair.
Ooh.
Yeah. Whereas floofier would be Blue's hair.
Mm-hmm. When did your detective fellows tell me to come and dine, huh? I know a little so-and-so he was. He's rid of me, you know. Said he'd pinch me and shake my elbows if I didn't come in.
Oh, right, that sounds like our Detective Sergeant Hugh. Or a hag.
Yes, very sharp.
Yep, that's the phone.
So, what do you look it up here and then, huh? Anything special? This is a special division of Scotland Yard where they investigate especially heinous crimes. Look, I don't know what's going on, but at the end of the day, all I want to know is if you're arresting me or not. No, we merely wish to ask you a few questions to help us with the speedy resolution of the case. Oh no, officer, I never speed. That's ever so dangerous. I always stick to the speed limit, me. Let me try to explain. You're a witness, you see, Miss Holiday.
Oh, message from Sniffer. He says she's the one. Squeeze the cannery till she squeals, were his precise words.
Wow.
You know how he is.
Hang on. That's not what you just told me, is it?
Yeah. Have I said something wrong?
Allow me to reassure you. In truth, yes, you are under suspicion of perpetrating this crime. However, no one has yet concluded that you are indeed guilty. Would you be so kind as to cooperate with our investigation so as to clear your name? Well, if I have to. I've got better things to do with my time though. Know what I mean?
I think I came halfway in. Came in halfway through some of that. Still, it looks like you've managed to calm it down now.
Okay then. First let's examine the body, shall we? We need to investigate the poison that induced the death. I'm also particularly interested in the song request sheet that the victim read out moments before his death.
Right then, let's get down to business.
We'll move on to our first suspicion here. Oh, we have 3 options here. So, where shall we start? If we go north, I guess that we go with Dread's body.
Let's talk about the body, shall we?
Miss Holiday, you actually saw the victim die right before your eyes, didn't you? If there's anything at all that you noticed that seemed out of the ordinary, please do tell us. Yeah, whatever. I suppose I could try to remember.
This is Mr. Dread's corpse here.
The cause of death was poison, that's beyond dispute. What on earth is that thing on the floor next to him? It looks disgusting. Sorry, what are you referring to? You know, that what's it there? Oh, she's talking about the wig? Oh, she is. This is sus.
Boss. It's a wait, Prof. I always thought his hair was a bit too, well, healthy for his age and all the photos you see of him.
No doubt all part of portraying a young image to increase his popularity. Perhaps he needed to volumize? Do you think?
What? Even on the radio?
Wow, I had no idea he wore a syrup. You had no idea? But didn't you see it come off? No, I saw him die, but he managed to keep his hair on top of that. The wig never came off while I was here. Is that so?
Are you absolutely sure of that, Mr. Holiday?
We checked the wig. It's apparently really hard to keep in place, judging from its description, so... I'm not gonna forget something as shocking as that in a hurry, am I? Know what I mean? If what you say is true, it implies that somebody took Mr. Dretz's wig off after he died.
Something like that, eh? That's so hateful.
We lack the information to answer that at present, so let's turn our attention to another matter for now. Mario, you're fine. You don't have to say hello to every single one individually. You're fine. You can say hello everyone and save yourself the time, my friend. It's okay.
Hello, everybody.
Exactly. Stuck poison now. It seems they found traces of the poison substance used to kill the Dread at the scene. Can you figure out where?
Leave it to me, Prof.
Definitely spilled tea. If anything has the poison is, well, that right there. The content of Dread's cup on the tea split on the studio floor.
There's traces of blood in the tea there. Poison.
As no other traces of poison were found on the scene, we can assume Dread was killed by the poison tea. That's not what happened at all. Nah, he died after he ate me macarons, didn't he? Macarons, you say? Lucy, what do we know about these macarons?
Let's see. Yeah, here we are. The macarons, victim 8, were eaten on air. Here's the file.
Well, this is a little odd. No trace of poison was found in any of the macarons. What are you on about? I saw it with my own eyes. He started coughing and that's straight after he put the macaroni in his mouth. To be honest, he never actually took one sip of that tea. Interesting. Are you quite sure? Personally, I think honesty is one of the most important virtues. So I wouldn't lie, you know what I mean? Okay. So he never touched the tea, you say? That would put you firmly at the top of a list of suspects, Miss Holiday. Why would you say something that incriminates you further?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, you just told us that he died after he ate what you gave him. After all, you're the one who brought the Dread the aforementioned macarons, are you not? What? I'm not gonna be Harry Potter, am I?
We are talking about murder, Miss Holiday. You'll definitely go for a present for it, eh?
But I don't really like prison, know what I mean?
Hey, he doesn't like prison. Let's leave her free.
Unfortunate.
Well, in that case,
Unfortunate.
you don't like it, you say?
Oh, hang on a minute. Chris, it must have been Melody who did it.
How's Miss Smith something involved in all this?
Well, no disrespect or nothing, but it was my manager who actually patched the macarons for me.
Oh, I?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know nothing about the poison, so at the end of the day, it must have been her. You wanna arrest her quick, you know? She's real scary. Always telling me what to do and what not to do she is. I hate the miserable old witch.
I'm afraid, Miss Holiday, we can't just very well go around arresting anyone and everyone who don't like much.
Just a moment, there's something we need to clear up here. Presumably at the point when you gave Mr. Dread the macaroons, they were unopened? Of course they were. They were a gift, weren't they? So the poison would need to have been added after the wrapping was removed. Sometime during the show. In full view of the victim, in other words. Well, obviously, that isn't what happened. That would have been totally impossible.
So then we're back to thinking you were poisoned by a copper then, aren't we?
But the tea lady that burned it to the... That's actually your line, Bryce. Much apologies.
Oh, it's fine. Like I said, it's hard to tell sometimes. But the tea lady who brought it to him had vanished into thin air.
At this stage, the one thing we can be sure of is that the tea holds the key to this entire case. We should make sure we investigate the teacups as well as the tea contained.
Right away, Prof.
Maybe he dipped the macaron in the tea before taking a bite? Perhaps. If we could check if there's any traces of a DNA of his lips on the teacup itself, that's what I would do at least. The teacup tray was meant to be drinking from the cork of the pieces that lay on the floor. Only his fingerprints are in the porcelain,
Miss Teacups had it then.
Presumably it fell on the floor when the victim collapsed. That's a Copper Royal Doltrang teacup, that is. Top quality. They cost a bomb, what a waste.
We got some fingerprints off it too, Prof. But what about it? But that's about it.
There's something strange about this teacup, Lucy.
Really? But what?
Let's see if you can figure it out. Definitely the fingerprints. Let me check. The teacup tray was meant to be drunk. Only just fingerprints were lifted from the porcelain. Which could mean that she may have been telling the truth if we only found fingerprints. So he truly never took a sip of it? That one.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, it's the prince.
Marvelous.
There's no fingerprints from the tea lady that brought the drinks.
Precisely. I'm glad you noticed, Lucy. Almost certainly someone wiped the fingerprints from the cup after it was brought into the studio. Not disrespect to you, but does anyone give a monkeys? I mean, at the end of the day, you can know who wiped them off, right? Miss Holiday is quite right. There's little point to continuing on this line of investigation at the moment.
Right then. I'll put my nose somewhere else then.
And that is for deduction number 2. Let's move on to deduction number 3. Deadly request. While on air, the victim received a request for a song entitled I'll Be the Death of You. To be honest with you, I nearly had a heart attack when he kneeled over.
Seems highly likely it was the killer that sent the request, though, eh?
Let's examine the fact sheet the request was written on and see what we can deduce. Right there.
Here's your request sheet, Prof. I'm afraid it doesn't look very promising. Nothing a note.
Well, it allows us to confirm that it really was sent during the broadcast at least. Oh, there's no doubt about that. I saw it come in, did I?
So, the killer were on the other end of the line then.
Quite possibly. Let's examine the fax machine and see what we can deduce.
Alright, 1 second. Eating puppy coming on my lap.
No worries. There it is.
This is it, Prof. The request sheet was sent through this fax machine here. Looks like a regular machine to me. No signs of jiggery-pockery.
The sender's details are still present by the looks of it. Have Sniffer find out where it was sent from.
Will do, Prof.
We're still some way from being able to identify the culprit. Look, let's just say it was Melody and be done with it, okay? End of.
We can't do that.
Let's go over what we already know. First of all, where was the poison that killed the victim found? A split tea.
The poison were in the tea.
How many times do I have to tell ya that bloke never touches tea? It can't have been the tea that killed him.
I have to say, Prof, I don't think she's lying about this.
No, me neither. It's a very curious discrepancy. And not the only one either. There's another in Miss Holliday's statements, if you remember. That his wig didn't fall off.
Yep.
And what's the evidence that contradicts that statement? The fact that the wig fell off. Easy. Marvelous.
The victim's wig weren't on his head, but according to Miss Holliday, he still had his wig on when he last saw him, which were after he died.
Yep. I am 110% sure about that. There's no way I could have missed it if he didn't have his hair on, you know what I mean? I don't believe Miss Holiday is lying.
Nor do I.
Well, if anyone would know about this, it would be her if the victim was right in front of her. And lying about something so trivial wouldn't make sense.
But it would be that nasty that they do something like that to someone who'd... Yep, that's the telephone. It'll be a sniffer, I bet.
I'll take it, Lucy. I got a number of questions for him. So, how old are you then?
I'm 22. Oh, girl. You're so young.
Oh. You're joking! I'm 22! Talk about a 1 in a million!
Amazing. That's important because...
So what's the score with you and Inspector Whitney? You going out?
Not likely.
Oh, sorry. Isn't it a bad looker, eh? That white gown's a bit of a disaster. And I don't know what he's on about half the time. To be honest, I think he might be a bit funny in the head.
Can't deny his coat's a bit... well...
They are talking about Alphonse Layton's fashion sense.
But the prof can see to the heart of any case like that. That's not many fellows who can match that.
Oh, I get it. You're fancying him, but he isn't into you, is it?
Get over it. It's no such thing.
Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me. I'm the head of this pressure. I'll try and tuck you up, alright? To be honest, I agree with ya. I think an older man's better at the end of the day. More mature in that.
I keep telling you that's not between us.
Sounds like you two are having fun.
Fun is not the word, Prof.
Well, anyway, some new information has come to light. The song request fax was sent from inside the studio itself, huh? Is that the case?
No! How's that possible?
One of our chaps was sent to check it out straight away. And he found the tea lady's body there.
What?
Eh?
What's this? What's this? Something happened, has it?
Talking about the same tea lady that went missing? The one that bought the tea?
Yes.
So that's why she was missing.
So we've got 2 unsolved murders on our hands now then.
Actually, no.
Eh?
According to the officer on the scene, there's evidence that the tea lady was indeed Dread's killer.
What kind of evidence? Come on, Prof, spill the beans.
Firstly, they found the song request fact sheet was sent to Mr. Dread next to her body. Handwriting analysis has already confirmed it was the tea lady who wrote it.
Oh.
And on top of that, they found the poison with her too, the same poison used to kill Mr. Dread. So, what are you saying then exactly? As I explained, the tea lady was the one who brought the tea that the victim drank. In other words, the tea lady was Dwight's Dread killer. But if she...
She were the killer... Oh, I'm sorry.
No worries, go for it.
Well, if she were the killer, how come she wound up dead now?
You know what this is, don't ya? It was suicide. At the end of the day, she's turned herself in, hasn't she? It turns out the tea lady was a huge fan of DJ DD. The theory is that they must have had some kind of argument that sparked all of this off.
What, she killed him because she liked him that much?
Yeah, I bet that is. It's a proper case of hero worship, eh?
Aye.
Well, anyway, the case is closed. Oh, so can I go home now, can I? Terrific! Yes, you're free to go. Thank you for your cooperation. Alright then, see ya, darling.
No, there's something niggling me.
What? Can't you get enough of me, eh? I do have that effect on people.
No! Niggling me about the case, not you. Oh, so, thank you, Miss Holiday. You can go now. Ta-da!
See ya. So, that's wrapped up then. You can go home early if you like, Lucy.
Prof, there's definitely something not right here. mean, there's a gaping hole between the evidence at the scene and Miss Holliday's statements.
Well, nevertheless, the case is now closed.
But
Actually, there's something I was hoping to get done, so, we'll pick this up again tomorrow, shall we?
alright then, Prof.
It's not
That was so weird.
It's not like I'll find it to just leave a case inconclusive like this.
No, it's not right. Something's definitely amiss. Well, if the plot's off, I suppose I'll have to figure this out on my own. Prof?
Ah, Lucy, did you forget something?
No, it's just... I can't get this case out of my head. I thought maybe if I had another look at the scene, I might be able to figure something out.
You're just not willing to let it go, huh?
Anyway, what are you up to, Prof?
Just a bit of investigating for fun.
For fun. Yep. That's where the tea lady last were bumped off, isn't it?
Yes, although I can't reproduce the entire scene now because the case has been closed.
I knew it. I knew you would be able to get it let it go either, Prof.
As it happens, I've uncovered some evidence to support Holiday's statement. Honest Holiday.
So what's this evidence you found that backs up Holiday's statement then, Prof?
Well, Lucy, do you remember what broadcasts? What we were listening together?
I think I can remember the gist of it.
The evidence is in the transmission itself. I managed to borrow a recording of the show. Listen carefully to this show. Listen carefully to this now. We got a very special guest in the studio today, people. It's the drop-dead gorgeous Miss Dolly Holiday.
Ta-da, Dwight. It's terrific to be on the show. Here, I brought you something. They're ever so tasty.
Oh, thanks, Dolly. There's the fax machine. That sounds like a fax coming already. So, our first request this morning is from, Miss Angel of Death? I'll be the death of you? Whoa, sounds like someone wants to turn DJ Dry Dead into DJ Dry Dead.
Don't you go dying on me, Dwight. I never live it down.
Well, if I'm about to sign off for the last time ever, allow me to try one of your mouth-watering offerings first. Ah, that hit the spot. Oh, no. There was no sound of a...
No sip.
No sound of the coffee... of the teacup breaking.
Oh yeah.
No sound of a teacup breaking.
Oi, what's going on?
Dwight, are you alright? Let's go on break. Come on, quickly.
Radio smooth.
The grandfather sale is now. No store has more for less, so get down to the Days Bridge today. Well,
Holiday's laying it on too thick.
well, maybe, but never mind that.
It just struck me, that's all.
Okay, but ignoring that, there's a blatant discrepancy between the radio show and the scene of the crime. Can you get it? That is very simple, actually. There was no sound of a teacup breaking. That's the one.
That's the one.
I see. And where's the discrepancy between that and what we heard on the radio? The sound of dread collapsing. Marvelous.
There were a broken teacup at the scene of the crime, but no sound of a cup breaking on air.
Precisely. You can clearly hear when Dredd collapsed from his chair. And yet there's no sound of a cup breaking.
So the teacup didn't break during the show, you mean?
Almost certainly. And it's increasingly clear that Miss Holliday's statement is true. Dredd never drank the tea. And if he had, it's highly likely that he'd have dropped and broken the cup as the poison entered his bloodstream.
So, Miss Holliday's statement is a bona fide truth. Well, in that case, when did he drink the poison? And when did the cup break?
If my hypothesis is correct, Dredd was given the poison after the show went off air.
And... what, when the broadcast had finished, you mean?
Yes, quite probably.
So, even though he collapsed during the show, when it went on air, he had the poison after that. You got me right flummoxed right now, Prof. Flummoxed.
Dredd collapsed on air after eating the macaroni given to him by Holiday. That's the point. Perhaps he simply choked and someone gave him the...
I am sure. Getting further and further from it.
Well, why don't we do some investigation in the area then?
This would be truly an Occam's razor case if he just choked on a macaron.
Yeah. Dredd's death. There's a clear discrepancy between the scene that we see here and the state of the studio just after the show. It poses the question of why Dredd became physically distressed after he ate the macaron.
Why would eating a perfectly normal macaron do that to him when he hadn't touched the tea?
Quite. He hadn't had any poison at all, yet everyone around him mistakenly believed he died.
Almost like he were putting it on and pretending to die or something.
That's exactly what I was thinking. There's actually existed evidence that supports the idea that he was faking his own death. I got it.
Oh?
We've seen this. See if you can find it.
Oh, now I'm looking forward to the conclusion in this case.
Oh.
This is getting spicy.
Yeah, the handkerchief. Well, surprised?
It's not this hanky, is it?
See what it says? Well, surprised?
By heck! He pretended to die, and he were gonna use his hanky to show us all a big joke.
That's right. Dredd was trying to play a practical joke on Holiday and everyone else at the studio. It was all a prank. So he made it look like he was in pain as soon as he took a bite of the macaroon. After he pretended to collapse, however, he drank the poison tea and really did die.
Oh my god. No, it don't make sense.
What?
It was just a prank until it was, and indeed missed.
It's just a prank, bro! Once the poison took hold of him, he would have been keeled over and with a fair wallop, eh? What?
Can you imagine, like, the guy was like, no, for real, I'm dead for real now. he tried to play the joke, and then everyone in the studio is like, oh, come on, we're not gonna fall for it twice. Get up, buddy. Get up, buddy. No, we're not gonna fall for it twice, buddy. Come on, get up. And then he just really died for real. It's funny because you cannot play the same joke twice.
Oh, yeah. Look it up, please. Please, it's not funny.
I'm okay.
Hi, welcome back.
I assume you understand Mags sprinted in here.
Yeah, Max jumpscare indeed. That's what she does.
That must have been when he dropped the cup and broke it in. And when the wig fell off, eh?
It's an absurd ending to the whole affair, but there's a considerable chance this is what happened.
A considerable chance. It's more like a dead cert if you ask me.
It will clearly narrow down the possible suspects.
Do you know who done it now, Prof? Do you?
I have someone in mind. But before we pick up the culprit, let's just take some time to investigate the death of the tea lady.
Oh, I have permission to look into this.
Much better. So, let me fill you in on the tea lady who was found dead. We're gonna spill the tea on the tea lady. Oh, she was 18.
Oh.
Just 18?
Look at her name. It's like it says a nice brewer.
Oh, her name was
God damn it.
a nice brewer. Oh, it disturbs me. She reminds me of Colette, and hearing this just breaks my heart.
Oh.
Her name was a nice brewer. She worked at the radio station cafeteria. She was a huge fan of Dread, and several people say they remember seeing the pair chatting at times.
Were they involved then?
We have reasons to believe that they were, yes, although there's little evidence to actually back that up.
Aye, well, both of them are dead. There's no one who could tell us for sure, I suppose.
Now let's turn our attention to the room where Brewer's body was discovered. It was a storeroom, not a minute's walk from the studio.
Right next to it, were it? Telling.
It seems the storeroom is just that, and the staff really have cause to go inside. It's apparently kept unlocked though, so anyone can get in there should they want to.
So Vera went in, is there to hide after she took the drinks into the studio.
That seems most probable.
What we need to figure out then is what went on in that room.
I managed to obtain additional statements from all suspects about their movements after Dread's death. Have a look over them, Lucy.
Will do, Prof.
I called an emergency service after Mike told me to. After that, I was with one of the security guards the whole time, waiting for the police. He was just my type. Oh.
I like this guy.
Just like Chris.
I mean, you gotta take advantage of the opportunities you get come your way, right?
Some people do like a man in uniform. That is not me. I do not like men.
Oh, of course.
You
of
like
course.
women in uniform. That look.
That's all new information we have at this stage.
So I can finally have a look at the storeroom then, can I?
The question really is whether Brewer committed suicide or was murdered. Let's see for ourselves, shall we? Practical joke. Brewer's death. Did Brewer commit suicide or was she murdered? We need to figure out which it was.
Right, well, where do we start then?
There are two pieces of evidence that led to Dread's murder being pinned on Brewer. Firstly, the song request written in Brewer's handwriter, and secondly, the poison used to kill Dread. I suggest we start by looking at both of them.
Ah, yeah, sounds like a plan.
Now, I added the storeroom to the crime scene reconstruction. Just tap the door in the studio to go in.
The door in the studio. Okay, sounds simple enough.
Yes, let's get started. This is probably gonna be the last
Let's
deduction.
skip down.
Oh. Before the... Oh, there she is.
Oh no.
Oh.
As horrible as that is, it almost looks like the Family Guy death pose.
Almost.
Oh.
Yes.
Brewer's corpse. The song request. The original of the song request sheet faxed the thread during the show. A non-permanent ink was used, and the handwriting has been identified as Brewer's. Speakers, storeroom fax, pen... Tiny glass shards. Broken glass with traces of poison identified as the same substance that killed both victims. This was the container for the poison before it was smashed.
Okay, I'm all done. There's no question it's Brew's handwriting on the song request sheet. And the poison's the same stuff that was used to kill Dredd without a shadow of a doubt. I can't deny it seems pretty likely that she did do him in.
It's too soon to draw any conclusions, Lucy. Personally, I find the broken glass container that contained the poison a little curious.
Aye, that were bothering me too.
It looks like it was smashed with some considerable force. Its original shape is beyond recognition.
There's no saying what folk will do when there's unrequited love involved, Prof.
I dare say there's a good reason for it, yes. Anyway, let's see if there's any evidence to suggest foul play.
Aye, let's have a look.
Let's see what else we have. She has a note on her hand. The words "Fired Sale" are scrawled on the back of the victim's left hand. It's written in non-permanent ink, so it must be fairly recent.
Do you think this note she wrote on her hand might have a clue about something?
It's obviously something she'd only just written. I wonder what "Fired Sale" means? Oh, in the radio show. Yeah, there was a commercial for that.
Yeah, I remember. Hey, Prof, remember the ad they play on the radio when it happened up on the show? That's what it was. It was an advert for a big sale at Farrod's.
Ah, of course. Brewer must have heard the advertisement and made a note of it in her hand.
Oh, that must be it.
Well, that would tell us something, wouldn't it? She didn't see death coming. She was completely unaware that this is happening.
Yep.
Brewer must have been thinking she'd go to the Farrod's sale, and thinking it while she were in the room. So she can't have any clue. So she can't have had any clue that she were about to die then, can she?
Which means it wasn't suicide, she was murdered. No, she can't. Just to be sure, let's find out when else that advertisement was aired. It's just possible she made the note on another occasion.
I'll go make a necessary inquiry straight away, Prof. I've got the answer, Prof.
That was fast. Huh.
Yep.
Lucy is very efficient.
She likes to get down to business.
That was My observation is exactly. That was unbelievably quick, Lucy.
Aye, investigating's all about speed, I say. Anyway, it turns out that the very first time the ad has ever aired, it was the first time the ad has ever aired.
Then it's undeniable. Brewer was murdered.
Was she an accomplice in the real killer then? Was she accomplice with the real killer then, do you think? Killed to shut her up or something?
What do you think? She wasn't an accomplice. She was completely innocent.
I don't think Brewer in on it, actually. She left the Songfox request just lying about in full view, not to mention all the sweet wrappers. She doesn't seem to have been bothered, really. Not what you expect of a killer.
An excellent deduction. I couldn't agree more. Oh, thank you very much for the stretch redeem. It is much appreciated. It is good to keep your body in shape and well taken care of while investigating, if you know what I mean. I surpassed all of my records and I started a new routine at the gym today.
Water while you're at it.
I think I'm doing a pretty good job.
Well, hell yeah.
I'd say so too.
You think so?
I think if you punched a perp in the face, I don't think they'd be getting back up.
Many things.
Yeah, for real.
Much appreciated.
Have you had to do that?
Unfortunately, it's not my, my favorite way of solving things, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, so I'm trained in many ways of combat, using weapons and hand-to-hand.
007-esque.
Pretty much. You gotta be prepared in these kinds of cases, especially as a freelancer. I usually find myself working on cases by myself, so I need to know how to defend myself, and after close to 40 years of protecting 2 younger sisters, well, you're prepared for everything. There's too much evidence left behind in this room. If she'd known about the plan to kill Dredd, she would have been tidier. She wouldn't have wanted to get caught. In all likelihood, I imagine Dredd approached Brewer. He would have told her of his plans to go for a great practical joke and asked her to help him.
Aye, that makes sense. That's why she was totally unfazed after hearing Dredd collapse and making notes about sales and shops.
Panda shape is best shape. Many thanks, Robert, and a raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome to the stream. I hope we're all doing absolutely wonderful. Welcome to the live stream. Hope everyone's days has been fantastic, and Quintarius, thank you so much for the raid. I hope your stream went absolutely marvelous. Exactly.
So the real killer used Brewer without her even knowing about it, to kill her absolute idol of all people.
Yes, contemptible trick indeed, even for a murderer.
So her word then, who's behind all this?
I believe I know who it was. Was I right?
Do you?
Yes, Brewer's killers and Dredd's killer were one and the same. I expected you've also figured it out by now, haven't you, Lucy? So, who's the real culprit in the case? Mike the on air. On air. That's the joke. It was Mike the on air. Marvelous. I was right.
Oh my god, nice.
I was right.
It must have been the director, Mike DeBonaire. He's the only one who could have been in the right place at the right time for both murders.
I agree. After Dredd's feigned death, Hollerdy and Smith were together the entire time. Man, the Sunman, called for help for the other man from the other members of staff to contact the emergency services. The only suspect who was on their own as events were unfolding is Debonair.
So him then, without any question. Right, I'll go get someone to bring him in.
Is it time for the conclusion? Yes, there's no question that Debonair is the culprit, but still, there's one final piece of the puzzle missing.
Wonder what it is.
There's no question now that Debonair is responsible for the deaths of Dredd and Brewer. Let's get him.
I think I can voice this guy.
You can? Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Is it time to play my music? Yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's time for a confrontation, everybody. If you have any dancing or jamming emotes, now will be the time to use them. Let's do this.
Dolly, I'm terribly sorry to have kept. Goodness, where's Dolly?
Oh, she's not here.
Oh, well, that's rather strange. She said she wanted to see me.
What exactly did you tell this man, Lucy?
I could just get a hold of him. I just couldn't get a hold of him. In the end, I had to resort to asking Miss Holiday if she'd help.
Ah, that little minx. She doesn't know who she's messing with.
Allow me to apologize, Mr. Debonair. I had no idea this had gone on.
Oh, no, not at all. I can hardly blame your lovely assistant. After all, if a man allows himself to be duped, it's usually for a less than honorable reason. Ha ha ha. Anyway, I must be getting back.
Just a moment, please, Mr. Debonair. We do actually have a few questions we'd like to ask you.
Well, it's not often that a pretty young girl wants to chat with an old fogey like me, so why not?
God, I hate this guy.
But it better be something important enough to warrant dragging me out of bed.
Well, let's.
Yes, this is an extremely serious matter. It seems you may well be responsible for the deaths of two innocent people, you see.
Who are you people exactly?
I'm Inspector Layton, Serious Crime Division.
And I'm Lucy Baker, the inspector's assistant.
Oh, well, goodness gracious me. I thought the police were supposed to protect the public, not trick them into false meetings and the like. And falsely accusing them of murder too. Dear, dear.
No formal accusations have yet made, Mr. Debonair. However, the evidence we have strongly suggests that you are guilty.
I see. Well, it sounds rather like I'm going to need to stay then. But we'll have to wait.
Good. It's really in your best interest to cooperate with us, if only to prove your own innocence.
That sounds rather like some kind of cruel joke.
You don't see us laughing, do you, Mr. Bonaire?
Oh, very well, Inspector. Layman, was it?
Layton.
Oh goodness, my apologies. Anyway, before I consent to helping you with your investigations, I have a couple of questions of my own.
Do you now? Really? Go on ahead.
This is what an officer involved in the investigation told me earlier on. He said it was the tea girl who poisoned Dwight, and she committed suicide immediately afterwards. Are you saying that's not the case? That this officer was mistaken?
Yes.
Oof.
Now, the tea lady wasn't the one who killed Mr. Dredd.
So she was falsely accused. Dear, what an embarrassing mistake for you. The police do rather seem to have lost their edge these days, wouldn't you say?
We always get the truth in the end, don't you worry.
Of course, of course. Well, if I might be so bold as to venture another question.
He's challenging us. Well, the challenge is on, I say.
What a smart motherfucker. Not like me though. I heard it was poison that killed poor Dwight. I wonder, what was the poison in?
That would be the tea. Spilled tea. That's the one.
Mr. Dredd was killed by a lethal poison that he put in his tea.
Yes, that's what I heard. And remind me, if you will, who was it that brought Dwight the tea? I'm terribly forgetful these days.
Oh, we'll make you remember. He's cornered indeed. Where's Anais? There she is.
It was a tea lady in the name of Anais Brewer who brought the drinks into the studio.
Ah, yes, of course. I remember now. A pretty young girl, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's right. She brought the tea to Dwight. The tea laced with poison.
We can't be sure that the tea already contained the poison at that point in time.
Oh, is that so? Well, I'm intrigued. Do tell me then, when was the poison added?
After the show was interrupted. That's the one. We're starting to do some damage.
Ooh.
It's working.
Here we go.
The poison was added to the tea after the show had been interrupted.
Oh well, what an extraordinary idea. Dwight died while the show was still on air, yet the poison wasn't put in the cup until after the time. I don't wish to cause offense, Inspector LAYTON, but is your assistant a little simple perhaps?
Hey, I heard that!
My name is Layton.
I'm terribly sorry. How rude of me.
No, Mr. Debonair, what Miss Baker said is absolutely right. The poison was added to the tea after the show was cut short and taken off the air. I'm sure I don't need to spell out to you what that means.
Sorry to disappoint you, but you've completely lost me. This is all rather too fanciful for an old chap like me.
Very well. Let's take a different tack. Why don't we talk about the wig?
The wig? I assure you, advanced in years I may be, but this is all my own hair.
Not yours. Mr. Dredd's wig.
Ah, I see. Yes, Dwight's wig.
Did you notice that the victim's weight had fallen off his head?
As a matter of fact, I did. Yes. I saw that dreadlock mess fly off the poor man's head as he keeled over onto the floor.
Did you know? Because we have perfect evidence that says otherwise.
Uh-oh.
That's very strange. Because you have another witness statement that completely contradicts what you say. According to that statement,
I'm 100% that his wig didn't fall off.
that's the one. I got you now.
When Mr. Dredd collapsed during the show, his wig would definitely still on his head. That's what the witness told us.
The person in question even went to so far as to say how shocking it was to see the victim without his wig.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm terribly sorry. You are quite right. I mixed things up in my head. Yes, when Dwight actually collapsed, it's true, his wig didn't come off. It must have been when I ran over to him and shook him. I couldn't help myself. I was in a blind panic. That must be when it happened. I must have shaken his wig off his head.
I see.
I do apologize for getting so muddled up.
I could understand, Mr. Debonair. People's memories are very curious things.
Yes, quite.
There's just one other thing I'd like to double check with you. Did you notice Mr. Dredd drinking his tea at all?
Oh, yes. Yes, I saw him drink it.
Teacher now. You know exactly where we're going with this.
Get his ass, you bet.
Will do. Gladly.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure he ate one of those macaroons first. Now that made him thirsty, and it was when he took a sip of tea that he suddenly looked choked. The rest, I think you know.
I see. Then it appears we have another discrepancy. You see, we have a statement that tells a different story. He just ate one of the macarons and the teacher took a turn for the worse. To be honest, as I saw this suspicious. Oh, and he never touched his tea. That's the one.
Oh.
Yeah. According to Miss Holiday, Mr. Dredd never touched his tea. Know what I mean?
That little minx again. Do you really think you can rely on what she tells you?
She was right in front of the victim when everything happened.
The woman's a serial liar. Why, she even lied to me in order to get me to this meeting, for goodness sake. Or have you conveniently forgotten that little fact already?
Not at all. I've made a mental note of it.
Then surely you wouldn't seriously consider taking her word over mine.
Please, Mr. Bonaire. There's no need for raised voices. Perhaps we all need to calm down. As part of radio, maybe?
Oh, like, he's fucking with him.
Sorry? Calm down?
Oh, we're gonna play the recording back to him. Oh, marvelous. I got a very special guest in the studio today, people. It's drop dead gorgeous Miss Dolly Holiday.
Toddler, Dwight. It's terrific to be on the show. Here, I brought you something. They're ever so tasty.
Oh, thanks, Dolly. Oh. That sounds like a fax coming in already. So, our first request in the morning comes from her Miss Angel of Death? I'll be the death of you? Whoa, sounds like someone wants to turn DJ Dwight Dread into DJ Dwight Death.
Don't you go dying on me, Dwight. I never live it down.
Well, if I'm about to sign up for the last time ever, allow me to try one of your mouth-watering offerings first. That hit the spot. And no sound of a teacup breaking. Hey, what's going on?
Mike, Dwight, are you alright? Let's go into an ad break. Come on, quickly.
Radio smooth.
The Grand Fair Sale is now on. No stores has more for less, so get down to Daysbridge today.
This is a recording of the show. Is this your idea of a joke? Dwight and I worked together for a great many years, you know? Do you think I enjoy listening to my partner? No, my friend, suffering over and over again.
Except you're not, because that death was fake. I'm very sorry if this causes you any distress. However, this recording actually proves Miss Holliday's statement is true.
I don't understand.
Lucy, would you care to explain? And there it is. The broken cup. That's the one.
Yep.
Marvelous.
There were a broken teacup at the scene of the crime. But there were not even a hint of a sound of china breaking on the recording of the show.
Well, obviously the microphone just didn't pick it up. You apparently know very little about radio.
But we did hear the thump when his body hit the floor. The sound of a breaking cup would have been much louder. You can clearly make the sound of the victim collapsing. You would expect the noise of a cup smashing to be even more clearly audible.
Yvette, you are on the same wavelength.
Yup. How is this even relevant? It was the tea girl who poisoned his drink. We all know that. Does it really matter whether you can hear a teacup breaking on the recording or not? I mean, I ask you.
It matters a great deal. A cup that didn't break is broken. A wig that didn't fall off is laying on the floor. It's not that one witness or another failed to spot something. No, the crime scene changed totally between the transmission being interrupted and the police arriving. The question then is why?
How on earth should I know?
Miss Baker and I have come up with a hypothesis. We've encapsulated that when the victim collapsed during the show, he was in fact pretending to die.
What? Oh, don't be absurd, man.
I too thought it unbelievable at first, but if you accept that, everything else falls into place, Lucy.
Mr. Dredd and yourself discussed the idea of such a practical joke before on your show. You'd probably fix on him drinking some tea, then starting his own "oh no, I'm dying" bit.
But when it came to the live show, Mr. Dredd improvised a few changes.
Instead of drinking the tea that kicked everything off, he went for one of Miss Holliday's back rooms. After the performance, once everyone had left the studio, Mr. Drake got up,
Miss Holiday and Miss Smith would have been in the waiting room, and Mr. Mann had gone to call the police, which would leave only one other person in the studio. You, Mr. Debonair.
No doubt you made a fuss over Mr. Dredd and how great he'd been. Then you offered him some tea. Tea laced with poison, that is. The poison hit him that bad, he dropped the key cup and smashed it on the floor. And he crashed to the floor himself. His wig flew off his head.
It's these two minor details that were the cause of the inconsistencies at the scene. Though Mr. Dredd collapsed after eating the macaroon, the poison was found in the tea. And though his wig was still in his head after he collapsed during the show, later it was laying on the floor.
Oh, that's the real truth behind the death of DJ Dwight Dredd, and you know it.
Well, it's certainly an imaginative theory, but in the end, it's just that. A theory. A game theory.
A gay theory.
A game theory. You don't have a shred of evidence to support your claim that Dwight faked his own death, do you?
Marvelous.
Mr. Dredd's hanky is proof of it.
Ah, good grief. What is that tasteless bit of rag?
We found his hanky on a hand with a handwritten note on it.
What does it say? Well, surprised?
It was his hanky that Mr. Dredd were planning to show and let everyone know they'd been tricked. That's the only logical explanation for the cryptic messages he wrote on it.
It would seem you knew something about this handkerchief. You knew nothing about this handkerchief. Yet it was you who proposed the whole idea of the practical joke to the victim in the first place, no?
Rubbish. I don't know anything about it. It must have been that tiger who pricked Dwight into the idea of a foolish schoolboy prank. Choose the one you want. You saw the fax she sent, didn't you? The one with the death threat. Good golly, you even found a perfume bottle full of poison next to her, didn't you?
Oh.
Your chaps had it right the first time. They already identified that girl as the killer. You're wasting my time.
I'm afraid that was a mistake.
She arranged that she were dragged into this by you. You asked her to help pull off the so-called practical joke.
Absolutely not. She tricked Dwight to murder him and then killed herself. End of story.
She didn't kill herself. We have evidence to prove it. The note that she left on her hand. That's the one. Marvelous.
Oh, nice.
Miss Brewer made a very interesting note to herself. Allow me to read it to you. Ferrets, sail, it says.
Oh, well, arrest me now. Oh, what damning evidence indeed.
Good. I see you've understood the significance of this note. It refers to an advert that was aired for the very first time straight after the show was interrupted. The note tells us two things. Firstly, Miss Brewer knew from the outset that Miss Dredd was going on to collapse as part of the show.
She were a fan of his, so if she really thought he collapsed, she had never bothered with the ad.
And secondly, she intended to visit the Fards on the way home and have a look at the sale.
She'd hardly bother making a note in the sale if she were about to do herself in.
So you see, we can be fairly confident that Miss Brewer had no intention of committing suicide.
Well, that's very interesting. And let's not forget the woman was a killer. You can't hope to understand how such a person thinks, surely. And if she hadn't killed Dwight, why did she send that death threat veiled as a song request?
The fax you're referring to was another suggestion of yours, was it not?
I can hear it now, what you'd have staged it for, lass. Dwight wants to stage an amazing practical joke on the show. He could really do with your help. You knew she were a huge fan of Mr. Dredd and his show.
If you think that plain death is a good practical joke, let me tell you right now, it's not.
That was when did this game come out? Like 2013?
Around that, yes.
That was still a big thing YouTubers were doing back then.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. That was like I think people still do that, but it's not nearly as popular as what it was back then. Of course, she would going to agree. She'd have been chuffed that you asked her. I bet she wrote that bogus death threat request gladly, didn't she?
I haven't the first idea what you're talking about.
After the show, you waited for your chance to slip off the storeroom where Miss Brewer was waiting.
Just like you did with Mr. Dredd, you congratulated her on a job well done and offered her a cup of coffee. The poor lass had no idea. I bet she were on cloud 9 thinking she'd done something to help her idol. As she shipped the deadly poison. The truth of the matter isn't... That's the truth of the matter, isn't it, Mr. Debonair?
Marvelous.
Let's heckin' go.
Encore?
Huh. Encore. Just like with the previous case. It's not over yet.
Oh my god. Not over yet, yeah. Haha! My goodness! You pair have the most fantastic imaginations. This could be a new radio drama.
How come you're still here? We smashed your alibis one by one.
My dear girl, I'm not about to admit to a crime I didn't commit. After all, this whole scenario you painted as utter fabrication.
No, it's not. We've backed up everything we've said with hard evidence.
Wait. Something's missing here. The tiny glass shards that we found in... Oh... I think I got it. Okay, let's keep it rolling for now.
No doubt. I suspect. In all likelihood, I've listened patiently to your conjecture for long enough. Now, you listen to me. There's abundant and clear evidence that the tiger killed herself. To start with, there's a handwritten request sheet. However you look at it, that request was a blatant death threat. It makes her intentions crystal clear. Next, there's the perfume bottle full of poison.
How do you know it was perfume? I
was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Because it was smashed beyond recognition, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
The same poison I hasten to add that was used to kill Dwight. She was found with that lethal substance in her possession. And if that isn't damning enough, she used the very same poison to kill herself. Finally, That's the fact that the girl was a die-hard fan of Dwight. Her twisted feelings for the poor man are what led to this tragedy in the first place. Faced with 3 irrefutable pieces of hard evidence like this, can you honestly suspect anyone else? Huh? Can you refute this evidence in any way, my dear? I thought. So, that's that then.
Not yet.
Case closed.
Hey, you can't do that.
Oh. No. We'll not allow this.
Layton, save us.
Oh.
Oh no. Here we go again.
Oh.
Eh?
No.
Oh, it's alright again.
What's happening? Yeah, that.
I'll be fine. Just let's keep it moving.
Okay, we go on.
Okay. You want some tea?
I'll be fine.
It was,
The
You
house.
okay?
I'm okay. Something.
it was,
My chest started burning for a second there.
are you okay? Do you need some tea?
Well, after this case, I'll stick with water. Honestly, not that I doubt of you, but you know, it is on theme.
Chat, can we get some water redeems for the vets? Okay, let's
do
keep
this.
moving, I guess.
Yes.
Alright. What did you... Funny turn again, Prof?
And you're me? You're still here?
But this is our office.
Thank you for the water, Dean.
Good. Thanks for the word, yep. Oh, goodness. Mr. Layton, you seem a little, disturbed.
Get my name wrong again on purpose, and I'll personally cut out your tongue.
That's it, Prof. Suck it to him.
Ah, good gracious. I'm not quite sure I can believe my ears. Are you sure you're a police officer? You're making me uncomfortable. I demand you allow me to go home, seeing as you have no evidence.
We have evidence. Let's hear our patronizing 3 insufferable pieces of hard evidence again, shall we? If you dare.
I don't know why you suddenly assumed this menacing tone.
Just get on with it.
Very well. I'm not sure why I have to repeat myself like this, but...
Talia?
Oh, goodness gracious. Firstly, there's the handwritten request sheet.
I'm okay. Thank you for checking in.
Good to know. Good to know. Secondly, the perfume bottle full of poison. And thirdly, the fact that the tiger was a die-hard fan of Dwight's.
It seems like we've had a visit from our unwanted guest.
Yeah.
She tried to do with me the same thing she did with Colette before. She just didn't manage to fully break through.
Oh, I remember that happening.
Yeah.
Is Colette alright?
Colette is fine, but she's definitely the most vulnerable as for takeovers from this unwanted visitor. She tried the same with me, but she didn't succeed. She might be experimenting.
That's That's kind of concerning.
It is, but
Just be careful.
I'm okay. Don't worry. I'm more worried about Colette, but right now, let's solve this case.
Yeah, let's see.
You have no idea, do you? The very words coming out of your mouth.
What?
One of three irrefutable pieces of hard evidence. Mike, it's just the irrefutable evidence that proves your guilt.
Don't be absurd.
Lucy, do you know which one it is?
I think I sort of do, and I sort of don't.
It's Warbird, I wish it was the Maglins. This is legitimately dangerous.
This might be worse than the Maglins.
One of Bonaire's three irrefutable pieces of hard evidence and a piece of evidence from the crime scene. By comparing those two things, we prove beyond any doubt that Mikey here is the killer. The perfume bottle of poison.
We're right on the money.
And the tiny glass shards. And now, it is done. Let's do this.
You said the bits of broken glass were from a perfume bottle full of poison, Mr. Debonair. That's where you slipped up. You've betrayed yourself rotten.
I'm sorry?
You blurted something
You
out
blurted-
that only the real killer could have known.
Aye, about those bits of broken glass in the storage room.
That bottle was broken beyond recognition. There's no way you knew that that was a perfume bottle.
When I found out that's what the poison were in, I assumed they come from a pill bottle or something. But the killer weren't carrying the poison in the pill bottle, were he? No, you were using a perfume bottle.
I know exactly how your devious mind was working. You've always intended to leave the bottle of poison in Bruce's hand to make it look like suicide. That's why you were very careful chose that lady's perfume bottle.
I don't know what you're talking about.
After you poisoned Brewer, you placed the perfume bottle in her hand and left the storeroom. But then something happened that you hadn't banked on. The girl wasn't quite dead. I very much doubt she understood exactly what was happening, but she must have felt she needed to leave a sign, something to show how she was killed. Mustering all her remaining strength, she hurled the perfume bottle against the wall. It smashed into pieces, making it impossible to identify what it was, but of course, you didn't know that.
There's no way anyone could tell what sort of container those bits of glass are made of before they've smashed. Even forensics are still hard at work piecing them all back together.
Yep, there's no way he knew it. He's the only one who knew.
Only one person could have possibly known what shape it were originally. And that's the one person who put the poison there in the first place. The killer.
And you know what that means, everybody? Mr. Mike Debonair, you are the killer!
Oh dear me. Ha ha ha. What a silly mistake. It seems I must have said the wrong thing.
You said the wrong thing. You repeated it no less than 3 times, and yet you like to claim you said the wrong thing?
Then you heard me wrong. Yes, that's right. I never said any such thing.
know when to give up, for pity's sake.
If that's how you want to play it, let's listen to something.
Huh? What?
She's the one you want.
I thi-
Huh? Oh, this is you, Circle.
I think that's what it's. You saw the fax he sent, didn't you? The one with the death threat. Good golly, you even found a perfume bottle full of poison next to her, didn't you?
That was the first time.
But how did you?
I played your recording of Dress's last show, if you remember. It seems I must accidentally knocked record when it finished.
You little devil prop. Fantastic.
I knew we didn't have enough evidence to pin it on you. That's why I got you to come here. I thought it'd be fitting to have the final piece of evidence come from the killer himself.
Damn. To start with, there's a handwritten request sheet. However, you look at it, a request was a blatant death threat. It makes her intentions crystal clear. Next, there's the perfume bottle full of poison. Whoops, I said it again.
That was the second time. Would you like to hear the third?
No! You win!
Giving up at last.
So soon? How dull. I was hoping to tighten the screws on you so much more than that. What a disappointment you are. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, you're back.
Yes, sorry about that, Lucy.
No, don't apologize. I'm getting quite used to it now. And anyway, it wasn't so bad this time. We snapped out of it without too much trouble. In fact, I'm a little worried it were a bit too easy.
Mr. Devonair, there's one more thing I'd like to ask you.
What?
You haven't once called a tea lady by her name in all the time we've been talking.
What of it?
Did you not even know the name of the woman you murdered?
Oh, of course I do.
He's really bad with names, let's keep this in mind.
It was, Charlotte, wasn't it?
Anise Brewer.
Now, if flaming well went, you really are scum, aren't you?
The lady's name was Anise Brewer. The lady who smashed the bottle you put in her hand, ensuring you take the rap for your crimes.
I'll remember this, Layton.
Oh my god. Lucy,
Yes, Prof.
take Mr. Declare to a holding cell, will you?
The bad
Mike D. Burnett, Mike D. Burnett, I'm arresting you for multiple counts of murder.
I'm the boy, not the bad hair.
Mr. Bad Hair.
Bad hair.
Mystery solved. For real this
Let's
time.
go.
He fought us all the way through. But I did it once again. Marvelous.
Oh, yeah. I can
Nice
take this later
job.
if you don't mind.
You can.
You've been doing a lot of voices today. Kind of voice. Inspector! Debonair squeaked like a mouse on helium. The bunny spewed his guts out till it was empty inside. Enough of that, you're making me queasy. I thought you want to know what the punk's motive was. The Do I ever?
She does look like a slightly more nerdy version of the main character from the cartoon Infinity Train.
Oh, she does.
Oh my gosh, you watched Infinity Train!
Colette is the one that watched it when she was younger, and pretty much I watched it vicariously while taking care of her. But yeah,
I loved Infinity Train.
Mm-hmm.
It does kind of look like why is her name something for Tulip? It does look like Tulip a little bit.
She has tulip energy, we could say.
Debonair's been doing the Chinese squeeze on the radio station's accounts, creaming off profits. Excuse me. Oh? Yep. But Dredd found out about it, started winging Debonair cash like a wet towel. So Debonair bumped him off.
And what was the relationship between the brewer and Debonair?
I've covered every angle on that, but I've got nothing. Zilch. The Gink and that dame didn't have a scrap of shared history. They were totally unrelated.
What about Brewer and Dredd?
The more I looked into that, the less of the connection they seem to have. In fact, I'd put my money on Debonair just laying on rumors that they were a couple. Oh, that lowlife, old goon. Goon, you're not in the mob, Lucy. Do you have to talk like that? I would just...
I'm not feeling very well. I think I'll head off home now.
Well, I've got some news that might cheer you up a bit before you go, Prof. I'll spill the beans then, Lucy. Put us wise. Dolly's bringing out a new single soon.
Dolly? Are you talking about the young lady Sniffer brought in by mistake?
Hey, every copper pinches the wrong geezer from time to time. Aye, Dolly Holiday. This new track's causing quite a stir already, if it haven't been released yet.
Oh, why is that?
She's calling it I'll Be the Death of You.
Oh, sure, so she's making that real.
Holy smoke, isn't that? The infamous request? Aye. That ass got herself on the cover of every magazine because of it.
She's a smart one.
Where's the B-side that's got me worried? That one's called Macho Man in a White Gown.
Huh. It's a bit of a strange title. I grant you, but what's worrying about it?
What? Don't you see? Oh, look at that coat.
Don't see what?
Oh, nothing. Never mind then.
Nobody tell him.
He does not know.
I think he's aromantic, honestly.
Honestly.
That's the vibes I get out of this.
He does give that vibe indeed, or at the very least asexual. So
Okay, I think I'll do this guy,
Oh.
maybe.
okay, you can do it, Serval.
No. You hear, Sniffer?
Oh, you just missed him, Justin. You went home a few minutes ago.
He's got a chick, that lad. Leaving the office before his boss.
Don't blow your top, Justin.
Ah, you're here too, are you, Al?
Of course I am. This is my office after all.
You're home, more like. So, how's it been going? Had any incidents recently?
Sorry, I just realized I had a VPN on. That's why things were kind of weird. Okay. I fixed it. You mean a Jekyll and Hyde moment with the Prof's dark side?
If that's how you want to describe it.
Talk of the devil, and he'll appear.
Oh boy, heck, you scared the wits out of me. And there's no crook here, so...
I hadn't realized you could change so easily.
It's been a long time, Justin. In fact, yes, surpassed having crossed into Ranman Castle, have they? Remember?
I couldn't forget that if I wanted to.
It was memorable, wasn't it? Both of us working together to solve the case.
Did you work together?
Except it still isn't solved, is it? Because you refuse to tell what you know. If it wasn't for that, we'd have solved it long ago.
Talia says, why he kinda harder when he's evil? Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Goodness!
Hi, Colette.
Hi.
Hi, Colette.
So you came in
true.
here.
So true! Yeah. Yeah.
You showed up just to come in and say that you like bad boys.
Busted.
Isn't she adorable?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was fun. That really that brings the tension down a little bit.
A little bit. Talia.
No, she definitely has a type.
Talia, you could say she has a thing for punks with brightly colored hair, huh? And just for that,
Right.
I'm gonna send one of these, and you can get the idea of what I mean.
Oh yeah,
just-
totally.
Just mention shadow in any capacity.
Mm-hmm. Gracious. I really don't know what you mean.
Fine. If you don't want to discuss it, let's forget it. Leave us alone.
As you wish. I know you know how to find me if you need me again. I'll be glad to show up for my old partner anytime. Anytime at all.
Getting a bit of a homoeroticism here. Hey, Fluff, are you alright?
Yes. Thank you, Lucy. I'm fine.
Did you hear him? Anytime, he said. Did you hear that? Ow!
Yes, I heard.
Have you been in touch with your brother recently?
This is my problem, Justin.
What? You think you can manage him on your own? Only a son of Herschel Layton would even entertain the idea.
So Alfondi does have a son. Herschel Layton did have 2 children with Claire in the main series. So Herschel Layton technically has 3 children instead of the 2 that we thought.
Yeah,
Because
technically.
we have Alfondi here, Catriel that has her own spin-off game, and now a third unnamed extra son that we just learned about. That is the brother in Layton Brothers, I guess.
Huh.
Well, if that's how you feel. I'll keep my nose out of it.
Sorry.
Alright, I'm off. I wish you all the best. Oh, I just hope things don't turn against you.
Excuse me, but what's all this?
You needn't concern yourself with it at the moment, Lucy.
It's bothering me. And it's also intriguing.
You'll find out sometime whether you want it or not. Assuming, of course, that you stay on as my assistant. And I hope that you do. Oh.
Very nice.
There is so much to Alfondi that we still don't know. It's very interesting to see how the dark personality is casually appearing now and people seem to know about this. It's almost like it's two different, completely different people in one single body.
It's like a split personality.
Exactly.
Reminds me of Moon Knight.
Mm-hmm.
I am heading to sleep.
Okay. But thank you for joining us, Res. I'm gonna do the signing off for now, but is there anything you want to say to the audience before you have to leave?
Oh, are you gonna sign off now?
Yeah. This was a quite long case.
Oh,
And the next one is gonna be a 4-star, our first 4-star case, so that is looking like it's gonna be even more complex.
Yeah, okay, I'll stick around. I thought you were gonna do another case, and I'm like, I can't stay up that much longer. So
I was just going to do the signing off right now, so I was gonna say, what do you all think so far? What are your hypotheses of everything that we've seen so far?
I am really curious because we know the last case is definitely something associated with Alfani, because it is literally requested by Professor Layton. So I wonder if that's Professor Layton. Professor Alfondi's split personality, like his good side saying, "Okay, I want you to figure this out because this other person of mine, this other personality is just blocking this off, and I can't figure it out. So I need your help, Lucy, to piece this together."
You can tell in the first case we have an icon of normal Alfendi, and in the last one, it seems his hair is much brighter. So that's definitely the second personality.
So I'm very curious in how that will like accumulate over these cases, and I'm very curious to see how it goes.
It just seems to get worse and worse.
Oh yeah, and we'll get to the bottom of this as we go through the cases. Great detective work tonight. Thank you so much, Mario. It's been a pleasure to stream for you all. I hope you all enjoyed watching as much as I did, going through all the clues and putting things together, because that is what a detective does. Isn't that right? Marvelous. Without further ado, it is time to do as Colette and Max called it, shameless plug.
Start off then. I'll start off because I don't have really much to plug. So
Sure. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm Rez. I just kind of pop in from time to time. I don't have anything to plug in. Just
You are the voice of
excellent
Lucy.
to each other.
You are now our canonical voice of Lucy, Rez.
Do I really do that good of a job?
Yeah, now I
Oh,
just...
you were great.
You do amazing.
I appreciate that. I've been trying to just on the side. I've been like trying to voice train a bit, just to kind of like see how it goes. I don't know if I'll stick with it.
And what better way to practice than voicing a character in a video game?
Yeah, exactly. I do wonder how you got your voice to be so.
My voice?
Yeah.
Well, it was quite the journey. I'll be delighted to tell you more about it later after the stream is done.
Not live on stream. I'm just like, sorry.
No worries. Well, dang, finally got off my game and stopped by the end. Don't you worry, Raven, for the crimes will always be a thing, which means my help and crime solving and puzzle solving will always be needed. So there'll always be a chance for you to join us in another investigation. Do not despair. Yvette, please look after yourself. Thank you so much, Talia. I am stronger than this entity believes I am. so don't you worry. We should be worrying about Colette, honestly. But anyway, Serbal, is there anything you wanna plug? Whether it be a link to your Blue Sky or anything of that matter. You know, you're an artist, you do drawings, you do commissions in a very cartoony art style. It's very appealing. I would absolutely advise commissioning Serbal here if you want a fun piece of art.
I'm still having a little bit of trouble doing commissions. Kind of hard for me. But I'll let you know when I'm fully open to do commissions for everyone. So yeah, but if you're interested, you can check out my Twitter, my x.com. I also sometimes post on Blue Sky, but I'm mostly on Twitter. But yeah, I'll let you know if I have commissions open for everyone. You can ask me anytime on DMs if you want.
Excellent.
And that's about it.
Thank you so much, friends. And yeah, as for me, tomorrow is gonna be, when it comes to the schedule, tomorrow Colette is gonna start a new game, which we still don't know what it is. She's keeping it very secret. But as for next week, as per usual, give these pandas, Panda Sisters all your money. They're more than earned it, folks. Thank you so much, Raven. Good night, Smuggleress, and Raven. Good night, Eva. Thanks for the stream. It was fun. And good night, everyone else. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's much appreciated, seriously. And next week, Colette is gonna start streaming Sonic 06. The next part in the Sonic Marathon, so you're not gonna want to miss that. Tuesday is gonna be Monster Tuesday as usual. Thursday, right here, we're gonna continue with Layton Brothers, and Friday, once again, Colette is gonna continue playing her little mystery game that she's starting tomorrow. And well, and that's gonna be it for streams for now. We have a Patreon and a Ko-fi in case you want to support us monetarily, which is not mandatory, but it is welcome, and you get your hands on some behind-the-scenes content that hasn't been posted anywhere. And you get your name up there with all those wonderful, wonderful people that you can see scrolling up there on your screen. I think, and we also have a Discord server in case you want to get notified whenever streams are happening, since we don't really use social media almost at all. So if you want to get notified whenever live streams are commencing and hang out, as they say, with all the folks here, the Discord server is exactly for that. So without further ado, we'll proceed to sign off. My name is Yvette, and thank you for joining me once more in my office for more detective work. Take care, everybody, and good night. And I'll see you, Space Cowboy. Bang.
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 I'm a reject, I accept that, disrespect back, get your head cracked. Try and get higher and I'm tired of lies and the setbacks. Shit, I'm on a new level, fuck it like 2 levels. I don't do business with devils, shine like a rich rapper pencils. Realize home where the heart is, not where the squad is, that shit whatever. But we realize we better together. I just wanna fly high without a wing. I just wanna fly high without a wing. Watch a nigga shine light without the blink. Live a satisfied life without a thing.